studio today. I hope it's not too echoey for the sound. This is where we do the bigger mat classes. The other studio I was previously in is more for one-to-ones, but we utilise that as a little room to video. We've also got, don't forget, our bar, small classroom next door, and then at the front of the studio on the main high street we've also got the Six Reformers, where we do small reformer classes as well. So today, hope you're all doing okay. We're going to be using the red ball, so hopefully you've purchased that and it's turned up by now. If it hasn't, can you get yourself a cushion, nice thick one, or two cushions that you could put underneath your pelvis instead, something that's going to kind of be that height. Can you see the ball hasn't got too much air in it? I may use the prickle balls at the end, but you don't have to use them. You could stop before then, and make sure you've got a block or something you can put underneath your head for those of you that tend to be a little bit curved in the lower back and you can't keep those front ribs down into the back ribs. Okay, so that's really what you need that for. When we go into bridging, you won't need it. Alright, so if you come and have a lie down on your backs, we'll start with some pelvic tilts, pelvic circles, going one way, then the other way, and I'm going to stretch one leg out and then bend the other leg and push through back and forth. Okay, what I might do is turn and show you that exercise, so some of you get a little bit confused with that one sometimes, what you're doing. Okay, so lie down on your side, come and lie on your back, and then find each side of your pelvic bones. Okay, pubic bones at the front. Alright, and we'll just start to rock the pelvic bones back towards you, so you can feel your back is slightly dropping in towards the floor. And then we bring it back to neutral. I'm not going too far, but just trying to find a little gap underneath your back and then drop it down again. Okay, what I'm using is my feet to do this. I'm not just tipping my pelvis back and forth. So when I push my back downwards, I can feel that my feet are pushing into the mat. And then release the pressure on the feet, and you allow yourself to put more weight through your tailbone, your coccyx bone, and then back up to the base of the rib cage. So we're moving away, lifting those lower few ribs, and then front ribs drop into the back ribs, tailbone comes up, tailbone goes down. Okay? Now take that now around into a circle. So you're going to drop the weight onto your right hip, bring it up towards your breastbone, over to the left hip. So I'm lifting slightly with my right side of my bottom, and then take it round. Now just noticing my knees are starting to move around too much. So you want to feel like your knees are pistons. You're going to push one forwards and the other one comes back towards you. What you don't want is your knees flopping out to the side. Okay, let's take it back the other way. Take it round to the left, up to the rib cage, down to the right side of the pelvis, down and around away from you. Okay, so you can probably see my pelvis is circling. And then we'll do that one more time. Bring it back to centre and stretch the right leg out along the floor. Now we push into the left foot on the floor, and that's going to let your left hip come upwards. My knee goes in that direction. It's not dropping in or going too far over to the left, because that'll pull my pelvis back down. So it's straight out from my hip, from the shoulder, opening the front of the hip flexor and getting into the glutes and the hamstrings. And then drop the hip back with control. Again, pressing up forwards, roll it back. Can you see I'm just rolling my right leg slightly outwards? So that right leg is getting a little bit of work as well. We're going to do one more. Press into the foot, lift the left hip, come back to centre, place the right foot on the floor, left leg out straight. Right leg reaches forwards and out. Keep a little look at your knee. It does feel like it's slightly going out to the right. So you're feeling the weight through your big toe to little toe as you press down firmly into the floor. Blow. Just rocking back and forth. Just allowing the weight to drop onto the left side of the hip as you lift the right one. Let's do that one more time. So it's like a little bridge but one-sided. Okay, so place both feet onto the floor. And we're going to go into using your ball now, or place both feet on the mat. And can you go up into a little bridge for me to put underneath? Remember, if you haven't got a ball, use some cushions. Okay, so lift the pelvis, place it right underneath the sacral area. You'll know if it's in the wrong position. If it's too low, what you'll end up doing is tucking the pelvis under, and the ball feels like it's pushing out. So check it's right underneath you. If it's creating too much of an arch in the back, you've probably got it too high. So if you're doing this, can you see I've put it underneath my back? It doesn't go underneath the back, it goes underneath the pelvis. Okay, so it does go underneath the spine, but the sacral part of the spine. Okay, so arms to the side of you. We're going to sit, turn, and lie down on the middle of your mat, both arms straight. These are called femur arcs. So both the legs bones will move back and forth with the pelvis, but the bit that stays still is at the back of your pelvis, called your sacrum, as you probably heard me say just now. So that needs to stay still as I lift my right leg up and fold it in 90 degrees at the hip, and then put it back down with control. So I'm also thinking of the front ribs dropping down to the back ribs and then come back up with the left leg. Okay, so we're doing alternate legs. In breath. Place it down, out breath. So it's when you put the leg down is where you've got to watch that your spine doesn't do this, lifting up. You'll know if it's doing it because you'll feel your shoulder blades, in between your shoulder blades and your upper back will lift off. So think about the ribs staying down, just lifting from one to the other. Okay, if you want to take it to the next level, leg up, hold, second leg up, hold, toe tap down, breath out, lift up, breath in. If that's too much for you at this level, can you place your feet back down and do single femur arcs? Okay, out, breath, tap, in, breath, release. What you should be feeling in between your pubic bone to the last rib is this section here, so you can see it a little bit more when my right leg goes down. Can you see that space there doesn't get any bigger? If I put that right leg down again, that space will grow more. Can you see that? My back is arching. Alright, that's going to hurt your back. So be careful with that. Now let's take it down with the right leg and then the left leg. Put them down on the floor. And this time I want you to focus on your collarbone. Lift your right arm up and drop your arm back. Press the front ribs down into the back ribs and blow. You might find you don't get that far with your arm. And bring it back to centre and down. Lift up, out breath and blow. So it's very similar to the clip I did on the foam roller. So you could, if you really wanted to, do this exercise on the roller again after this clip. If you feel like you want to work your shoulders a bit more. One more, blow, back ribs into front ribs. Sorry, other way around, front ribs into back ribs. And place the hand on the rib cage. Left arm up, blow, drop it back. Now, as I'm bringing the left arm back, my left shoulder blade is going downwards towards my pelvis. Okay, I'm keeping the elbows straight, I'm not lifting the spine away. You can feel those shoulder blades resting. And let's go for one more this side. Stretching the shoulders. Now, opposite arm, opposite leg. Breath out. Sorry, just the arms. And arm only. Right arm, slide it down without creating any arching. Left one. Now let's add the legs to this into a dead bug position. So the right arm goes back, the left leg stretch it out, but I'm really having to work hard to stop my back from lifting up off the floor. Can you see that gap there? Okay, I don't want that happening. I should be able to get my hand underneath those back ribs. Bring it back in, change sides, blow. And breathe in, bring it back in. And blow, neck is long. Use a cushion underneath your head if you cannot maintain this position. If you're still trying to get those ribs down and you end up tucking the pelvis under, use a cushion underneath your head. That will help drop the ribs down. Okay, and take it to the next level. So stay with this one if you're happy to. One leg up, second leg up. There we go, opposite arm, opposite leg. Breath out to reach. Breathing, come back in. Opposite arm, opposite leg. Again, watch that space underneath those lower ribs. So you're not hearing me talk about pulling the stomach muscles in, they should naturally be doing that. So every time you stretch, they pull in tighter. They wouldn't do that if you allow your spine to do this. That's why it hurts your back. Okay? So keep those back ribs on the floor, shoulder blades touching. Take 2 more stretches. Right leg, left leg. Bring it back down, arms down, legs down. If it feels comfortable, let those legs lengthen out. These exercises today on this class are mainly focused around releasing these hip flexors. A lot of you have been sitting, maybe, and these are all ones. That's why I thought I might use the cricket balls at the end just to remind you about the one that you place under the pelvis. But if you know what you're doing, then you could do that if your hip flexors are getting a bit tight. So arms relaxed, feet on the floor, foot on the floor, one leg up, second leg up. Now if you're finding this too challenging, put one foot on the floor and cycle the leg with a single leg. Okay, then reverse it. We'll go for about 5 forwards and 5 backwards and then change legs. Okay, so if we bring both legs up, let's cycle forwards for 1, change legs for 2, 3, 4, 5, we're going for 10, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. If you're working with a single leg now, change, now reverse it. 1, remember you're doing 5 on forwards and 5 back with a single leg. 3, 2, last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower the leg, give those legs another stretch out. Feel the back ribs drop down. Okay, feet on the floor slowly, one at a time. Okay, and just let those knees drop out to the side and in. Both together, outwards, inwards. Just loosen those hips up for me. Okay, now bring the feet back to centre, lift the pelvis up, remove the ball for a moment and put that to the side. You'll probably find you keep going forever, but now you should be able to feel that the spine is in neutral without having to force it down in any way. Okay, so we're going to roll onto your right hand side, so roll over and use your headlock now underneath the right side of your skull and extend the arm out. Extend the legs out, feet together, knees together. I'm just going to push my hip away. Can you see, if you watch my foot, if I push my hip away, can you see my left leg has grown a little bit longer than the right leg? Okay, that's what you want to feel, that your waist is slightly lifted up on the floor. Those who want to make it harder, come up onto your elbow. If you feel that you're doing this with your shoulder, get your hands under your rib cage and pull your ribs up away from the floor. Can you see I've just pushed my hips slightly away from me as well, and now I've got a straight spine. If you're pushing out like that, you shouldn't be doing this exercise, so lay down on your side. Right, I'm going to do it up on my elbow today. So left hand just fingertips. We're going to stretch the top leg. If you're lying on your side, both legs are straight. Okay, lift the top leg. Up, down, 1, 2, 3. Keep lifting those ribs. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're going for 10 today. 9, 10 and hold. Kick it forwards for 1. Point the toes, swing back and in breath. Out breath. 3, 4, 5. Press down into the bottom leg. 7, 8. Go for 10 again. 9, 10. Front ribs to back ribs. Hold it. Circle 1, 2. Keep pulling those ribs up. 3, go for 6, 4, 5, 6, hold here. Now we're going to reverse it. Come down on your side if you're feeling this in your neck, because it might be you're starting to push that shoulder out. Lift the ribs, circle up and open the hips. 1, ribs in, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and hold. Bend the knees, left hand on front of you, right arm reaches out, come and lie on your side. Hand back on the hip, lift the feet up to the ceiling, let's go straight into oyster. Left knee up and down. So I don't want to be lying with my waist sinking into the floor. So push your hip away, lengthen the waist, you see there's a gap underneath my waist. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, last one here, and hold and pulse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and hold. Bring the knees together. Now slide the left leg back and reach it, and tap it back into the bottom leg, and extend. Keep your waist long, keep the waist up off the mat. Try not to let it sink down. I'm keeping this space in between my pelvis to my rib cage, the same at the top and underneath. What I don't want is a short waist at the top and lengthened waist under. Okay, hold it here, reach, left arm, reach left leg. Bring it back into center, arms together. So bring my hands in front of me. You're going to go into your book openings. Keep the feet and the legs together. Keep the pelvis still so you rotate through the upper thoracics. Left arm goes up. Open the rib cage out. Breathe in. These back ribs are time to reach back and bring the arms forwards. Up. Breathe out, open. And forwards. Pressing my legs down into the floor. And bring it back in. So keep pressing the legs downwards. Now continue with this if you have a shoulder injury. If not, circle the arm around to the back and around the front. Opening the chest, stretching into those tight shoulders. We'll go for 5 in each direction. Circle back and open. And here we go the other way. Back with the arm. Overhead and forwards. In breath. Now, my hand on the floor, I'm going to reach a bit further away from the fingers. Really get into the whole of the shoulder. So when I reach forwards, the shoulders at the back, your rhomboids start to stretch. Last one. Good, well done. Bring the arms back down, give yourself a rest. Now flip yourself back onto your back and just give yourself a stretch out. So I can already feel the left side of my body has dropped into the floor. I feel longer. My left shoulders resting on the floor and the right side needs now working. So bend the knees, bring yourself up, turn yourself around or move your block up the other end. So it's probably a little bit easier when you're watching the video just to swap ends, okay? So starting up on your elbow or here, hand on the hip. We're going into side lift. So if you're staying here, you can start lifting the leg. If you're coming up onto your elbow, bend the bottom leg, straighten the top leg. Okay, lift the ribs up so you're not pushing out this shoulder, and that's going to hurt. You want to keep these muscles underneath your armpit working. So lift the leg up. We go for 8. I think. Don't laugh. You know what I'm like with my counting. Just kick it back a little bit more so you can feel your glute med at the side of the hip working. If your leg's too far forward, you're not going to feel it. You're just going to feel it in the side of the leg or the quads. 2 more. Okay, we go forwards and back and forwards and back. Kick forwards, keep lifting those ribs, front ribs to back ribs. 3 more. 2, press into the bottom leg as you kick that top leg back, find those glutes. Now hold it here, then we circle. 1, 2, 3. Keep lifting the ribs. If it's too much, come down onto your side, onto your head block. Last one, circle in the opposite direction. Open the hip. 1, 2. Keep lifting the ribs. 3, 4, 5. Bend the knee. Come down all the way onto your side. Head block. Push it back a little bit. Arm out straight. Hand on the hip. Lift the feet up. Oyster. 1. Going for 10. 2. 3. So I'm just working in here. Remember the waist is coming up. You're long in the waist at the top, so you're not just crunching everything up. Push it away. 3 more. 2. Hold this and pulse for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hold the 10th. Knees come together. Front ribs to back ribs. Extend the leg. And bring it back in. Just let those shoulders soften a little bit so you're not creating any tension up in the neck and the shoulders. And 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Go for the last one and stretch that leg all the way back. Reach the arm forwards, lengthen everything. And bring everything back down. Extend the arms out. Push your head block back a fraction. So legs and pelvis stay still. Still got that lift of the waist. Arm comes up. Open out through the chest. Breathe in, hold. Just so want to crack my back. It wants to go, but it won't quite go yet. So you might hear it. So don't force anything. Remember what my mantra is, listen to your body. So if you go too far, it might be feeling a little bit like, oh, here we go. That's it, it's just gone. Come on, crunch, 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 crunch. All the way up, from my lower back up to, yeah, there it goes again. So it shouldn't give you any pain when it does that. If it's hurting you, you need to stop. Just go into your circles. Remember, any shoulder issues that side, do not circle. Round to the back, round to the front. 2, 3. Going for 5, 4. Our back still popping away, it's releasing. And then go back the other way. Over the top. 1, 2, 3, 4. You could go slower if you wanted to. 5. Well done. Push yourself back up to sit. Right, we're going back to using your ball. Okay, so if you can just put that to the side, your block to the side, unless you need it. You might need it to place underneath your head if those ribs are lifting up behind you. Okay, so come and lie down. We're going to start going into bridging. Actually, no, we're not. We're going to go into leg circles. So you're going to put that underneath the back of the legs. You're going to slide the left leg away, and if that creates any arching in the back, bend your left knee again. Okay, I'm okay to do this because I can keep my front ribs down into the back ribs. Circle the leg out to the side, around and back in. Blow, breathe in. And out, and in. Let's go the other way. 1, 2. Just watching my left side doesn't lift up as my leg goes out to the right. 1 more time. And then we'll switch over to the other leg, just loosening the hips. Right foot on the floor. Ball behind the back of the left leg, stretch out or bend the right leg. Circle 5 times. 1, 2. Keeping this side down as the leg goes out left. 3, 4, 5. Change direction. Up and around. 1. So I'm really having to work a bit hard this side. Not just trying to keep my back of my leg working, but also using my obliques a bit more. This is my more challenging side. Last one, and bring it back in. Hold the ball, left foot on the floor, right leg on the floor, right foot, the ball goes underneath the foot. Okay, press the ball away, push out with the heel, toes to the ceiling, flex. Point the toes, drag the ball back in, roll out again, push away. So the more abs you want, the lighter you need to press on the ball. If you want to use the legs more, press harder with the back of the legs. Low. Moving to the next level. Right foot stays on the ball, left leg comes up. Push out, blow. And in. And extend the right leg. And in. Now 2 more, and I'm adding on the next level. If you want to stay with this, stay with it now. Okay, I'm going to add the left leg, reach it up, flex the foot, flex both your feet, point the feet, come back in. And extend both legs, and bend it back in. So what you'll find in the back of this left leg is the hamstrings start to contract. One more, hold it here, hold the left leg and slightly pull it towards you. Okay, bend the knee, place your foot on the floor, roll in, swap over to the left foot, right foot stays on the floor. Neutral position with the spine, blow out through the mouth, front ribs to back ribs. And bring it back in. So just underneath your rib cage is where you're extending the leg out from. Your hip flexors start from here and they come across to the front of your femur on the head of the trochanter. Okay, so every time you lengthen that leg away, hold it here, you're feeling your hip flexors lengthen. So left leg out and in. Point and then flex, push the heel away, lighter touch for more abs, heavier, pressing the leg quite firmly if you want to work the hamstrings and get into the glutes and the hamstrings. Maybe do a little bit of both. Okay, let's add the right leg, stretch it up to the ceiling, and back, and press. 3 more. Really have to think about these going down to keep my back in neutral. Relax the neck and shoulders. Last one, and then hold this one here. Flex the feet, hold the back of the right leg, pull it towards you. Bend the knee, place the foot down on the floor, roll the ball and just put it to the side for a moment. We'll be coming back to that in a minute. Okay, now hug the knees into the chest, give yourself a quick rock side to side as we move into the hundreds. So I'm going to start with your feet on the floor, your arms to the side. Now just going quickly through the levels, this is your beginner level. Breathing in, pulsing, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, in, 2, 3, 4, 5. Next level, arms up, press down, hold and legs up. And pulse, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, in, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or head stays down, or you can keep your head up. And this is the more advanced level, okay? So I'm going to stay at the bent knee level. Breathe in and pulse, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, in, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5, in, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5, in. So I don't want the head and shoulders wobbling around. So I'm thinking about those back ribs staying all the way down into the floor. Okay, extend the right leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, in, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bring it in and hold. 2, 3, 4, 5, out. 2, 3, 4, 5. Left leg. In. And out. 2, 3, 4, 5. In, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Left leg, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. And again, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. In, last one. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5. In, 2, 3, 4, 5. And hold it. Hug the knees. Rock side to side. Okay, put your feet back down onto the floor. Let's move into a quick single leg stretch, double leg stretch, and then we'll get scissors in, and then we'll do some stuff lying on the ball on your chest and then underneath your shoulders to finish. Okay, so left leg, right leg, sorry, comes up, left hand behind the back of the right leg, place your hand towards the shin, extend the leg, lift the head and shoulders, press your shin up into your hands, and then the opposite hand comes onto the knee. Okay, you don't want to be back here, that's going to hurt your neck. So the higher you lift, the more those abdominal muscles hold you there, the easier it is. Okay, stretch the right leg and hold. Push your shin up into your hands. So I don't want the bottom down here. And change. We're going for 10. 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, knees in, hold it there. Feet down, arms up towards the ceiling. Drop the arms back, but keep the back ribs down on the mat. Circle round. Be mindful when you circle the arms and you're trying to keep your ribs in contact with the mat, you're not compromising the pelvis and starting to tuck your bottom under to push your lower back into the floor. Okay, you want to feel that you can maintain this. So if you're not using a block, put it underneath your head. Arms up, legs up. Next level, in breath. Circle the arms, bring it back. In breath. Circle the arms out, breath. Okay, those who know the next level could go both legs out and in, or curl up, reach out, come back in. In breath, reach out, come back in. So really have to think about those front ribs really pulling down into the floor and come back in. And 2. And 1. Let's go the other way. So keep the legs still if you're feeling tired. Keep that energy through the body if you're feeling energized. Going in and out with the legs and the arms. This is just a modified version for those of you that are starting to get tired, or your feet on the floor is your next option. In breath, out breath. Last 2. In breath, out breath. Last 1. And then keep those arms behind you. Stretch the legs out. Give yourself a little shake out with the legs. Reach your right arm, right leg. Reach your left arm, left leg. Okay, let's bring it back to centre, arms over. Okay, bring your right leg towards you, extend it up to the ceiling. Shoulders are relaxed. I don't like to say pull them down your back because that takes you up into extension. Okay, so walk the left leg out along the floor. Soften the shoulders, scissor the legs up 1, down 1. Modify it by lowering the head, scissor, in breath. Out breath. Flexing and pointing the feet. Next level, remember the next level. Don't do this if you have any back issues. Stay with the lower levels, okay? This is for the more advanced. Trying to sort of get all the levels in today so everybody feels like they're having a bit of a workout. 10 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Last 1, and bring those knees back in. Well done, sweating here, right next to the radiator. Well done. Place your feet back onto the floor, roll yourself over, grab your cushion or your red ball, and place it under your chest. Okay, so under the breastbone, hands are on the floor. I'll just put them here for a moment so you can see where I've got the ball. So when I come down onto my forehead onto the floor, I've got a gap, about an inch gap between my chin and my ball. Okay? You don't want it too far in. So hands on the floor. Think of the scarecrow if you've done class 4, I think it is, where you lift the hands and lower, keeping the wrists straight. Okay, so we're not putting too much pressure through the hands. Shoulders slightly down. Right, now lift up, pushing the ball with your breastbone forwards and upwards. and then bring it back towards you. And again, out breath, push it away. You all know where your breastbone is. It's around the front of your rib cage. Okay, so I'm feeling like I'm slightly pulling the floor towards me as I lift up. Now be mindful if you start to feel this in your lower back, that you're not feeling like you're sticking your bottom up in the air. It's likely you're starting to overuse the hip flexors as well. So push the each side of your pelvis down into the mat as you extend and lower. Pull the floor towards you, chest goes up and down. And lift and lower. 2 more, into extension, thoracic extension, so I'm only going up from here upwards, I'm not going into the lumbar, okay? That was already probably a little bit too much. So if you're hurting your back, don't come up so high. Right, place the hands under your shoulders, push yourself back into child's pose. If you have any knee issues, come straight onto your back and hug your knees into your chest. Okay, now we're placing the ball. So we want your block first, or 2 blocks. If you have any osteoporosis, osteoarthritis, you might need 2 blocks here. Okay, and this is going to be underneath the back of your shoulders. So to come onto it, I'm just going to turn around, place it in between your shoulder blades, pick up, ladies, pick up your hair, and then hold it in your hands. This is really just so you can see what I'm doing. So to move the ball up and down, you just lift your bottom up and roll it. Okay, it might not be in the right position for you, so if it's hurting anywhere, it's likely you to need to move it up or down. Alright, that's the reason why. And if you move it, then let your head rest down on your block. Some of you will be able to do this with no block at all, but as I say, osteoarthritis, osteopenia, any neck issues, you keep your head down on the block at all times, okay? Now I'm going to take it up to the next level, so you can stay here, and it's a really nice way to open up the chest. Pick up the head, breathe in, elbows lift up off the floor, armpits reach up towards the ceiling, and then slide the front ribs underneath your heart as you curl up. Breathe in here, drop the head and shoulders back, so you're just rocking yourself back and forth over your ball. And forwards. And back. And forwards. So I can feel the weight of my sacrum, just resting. I'm going to do that one more time, flexing forwards, front ribs slide down towards the belly button, bring it back, and let your head rest, let your arms go out wide, and stretch both your legs out. Now I'm just going to relax. So you've done quite a bit of work. Okay, so just breathe here, in breath, out breath. Now just stay there for a moment. I'm just going to bend my knees, roll to one side. If you feel like you want to come off now, you could do. Okay, just move the ball away, so stay there if you want to. Okay, sitting up if you need to. Okay. So, just very quickly, you can stop the video now if you haven't got prickle balls. If you have, just going to show you something to do for your hip flexors. So those who've been sitting a lot. So I'll just come a little bit closer to the camera. So we want to find the outside edge of the bone. You don't want to go on the pubic bone, and you don't want to go too much in the centre. Can you see I'm just placing the ball just inside the bowl of my pelvis. Okay, that's where your hip flexors are. So that's your iliacus and psoas muscles. Okay, so we go there, and then we lie down on our tummy. You try and keep it there if you can, but it's a little bit awkward when you try and lie down. So I'm going to start with my left side. Don't need the headlock anymore. So once I'm lying down, I put the ball underneath the front of the pelvic bones, not on the bones. Can you see it's not on the, I've got a crease on my leg here. Okay, it needs to be above the crease of the leg. Alright, so hands underneath the head, and just make sure it feels comfortable, or as much as it can be comfortable. And start to do some pelvic tilts, pushing the pelvis forwards and backwards, raising the pelvis, pushing it into the floor. I'm going to keep my head side on, but can you keep your head, forehead down on the floor for me? Okay, this is only so you can hear me. Okay, so press your pelvis in, and then start to bend your left knee, if you've got the ball underneath the left side. Flex your foot, keep pressing the pelvis down into the ball, point the toes, lower the left leg. So it's a bend and straighten, and try to maintain the same amount of pressure on the left side of my pelvis. Okay, pull it in. Just watch your bottom doesn't raise up in the air, because that's defeating the object. Okay, now bend the knee in. Carry on with that if that's comfortable for you. Can you lift your knee a tiny bit and back down without letting your back arch? So keep thinking about front ribs to back ribs. Now lift it, now rotate the knee out to the left and back in. So stay with the other levels if you're quite happy to, or just lay the leg down and just let the pelvis penetrate up in towards the muscles. One more. Knee out, knee in, lower the knee, straighten the leg, remove the ball, and notice how the left side of the body is just suddenly lengthened. Okay, and I feel a lot easier through that side. Right, let's take the ball onto the right hand side. Okay, nearer to the bladder on the left, on the right hand side it's not. Alright, so same again, I'm going to keep my head side on so you can hear me, but you can keep your forehead just resting on the hands. So start with your pelvic tilt, pushing the ball forwards and back and in and back. Now if you've haven't got these prickle balls, they're quite soft ones, prickly soft ones. You can buy them from a physical company. Okay, so a lot of you, my clients, already have them. Okay, so push your pelvis in, now bend the knees slowly, heel to bottom, keep pushing down with the ball, straighten the legs. So we're not lifting the knee up just yet. Okay, heel to bottom, so the knee and the pelvis lengthening. So we're also getting some stretch through the quads. Now this time we lift the knee and lift it up and down. If that's too much for you, just bend and straighten the leg with the knee resting on the floor. And now as I push my heel up towards the ceiling, you can just feel some glutes and hamstrings engaging into those hip extensors. Now lower the knee, and you can carry on with that, or keep the knee raised and rotate the knee out to the side and back. Out to the right and in. Out to the side like you're cocking your leg. Like you do. Okay, one more. Out to the side and in, lower the knee, lower the leg, remove the ball. Place the hands under the forehead and just breathe here. They should feel even again now. Nice and long through the body. Even relaxes up through the neck and the shoulders, because sometimes the hip flexors, when they come up underneath those ribs, can pull you forwards as well. Okay, so let's place the hands under the shoulders. Push yourself to child's pose, and then come and have a lie onto your back with the knees to the chest. Those of you that have knee issues, okay? Pull it in. And then we're just going to take a quick stretch. Lower the feet down, spread the arms wide, cross the right leg over the left leg, and drop the legs over to the left. Good. Deep breath in, keep the arm reaching out, roll the rib cage back from underneath, the shoulder blades first, then the pelvis and the legs will follow. Keep the legs exactly the same and drop them to the right. Breathe in, hold. Rotate the rib cage back to centre. Place your right foot on the floor, cross your left leg over the right leg, and drop the legs to the right. Looking to the left, lengthen the left arm out and on the mat. Breathe out, drop the first rib, bring it back in, over we go to the left, looking to the right, hold. that, bring it back into centre, place both feet onto the floor, bring yourself around onto your hands and knees. If you have any knee issues, come against the wall or a kitchen surface or table, put your hands on there with straight legs. Okay, so we're going to go into your cat stretch, tuck the tailbone under first, so I'm trying to open the lumbar of my spine. Okay, it's very easy just to push your shoulders up and get a stretch in there, but tuck the pelvis, pull the pubic bone towards your rib cage. Tailbone moves away, chest comes up. I'm just checking my elbows at the front facing forwards. If you're someone that hyperextends, be careful with that. Okay, expand the chest. I'm going to tuck the toes under, walk the hands back towards the knees. Okay, so I'm going to step over here for a bit to make sure I don't disappear off the camera. Right, drop your heels downwards. You can place your hands on your thighs and tuck the pelvis to roll up, or stretch the arms out down by your side. Start to bring your tailbone and your sit bones down towards the back of the legs. The pelvis moves up at the front and bring yourself back up to stand. Raise both your arms up towards the ceiling. Take a deep breath in. Keep the ribs in at the front. Bend the knees and blow. Breathe in to lift. 2 more. Out breath. In breath. Last one. And done. Well done. Well done, everyone. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed that class. Keep giving me some feedback, and also let me know of other bits and pieces you want to do. Hopefully, I'm trying to get a little bit of everything in. I might repeat some of the stomach exercises, as you can see, or ab exercises, because I know you want to stay nice and strong there. Think about your breathing as well. Really important at the moment to keep those lungs really working hard. A little tip as well, what I've been doing is morning and night is gargling with salt water, just to keep my throat from picking up any infection. It's supposed to help, but maybe worth trying it. And hopefully I shall see you all soon. Okay, take care of yourselves, missing you loads. Not quite the same teaching you in the studio with the banter, but I will look forward to seeing you hopefully very soon. Take care. Bye.